I'm gonna ride Micah. Ride Micah.
Don't even bother trying to send me trades next year. I'm going to immediately cancel. I won't even look at it.
What are you doing, Josh?
I'm walking on my treadmill. Gotta get some steps in, right?
Interesting. Why were you so hostile towards me earlier?
I mean, it's fun. I like being mean to you.
But our teams are so bad at fantasy, both of them, so it doesn't matter.
They are. Mine's a lot worse than yours, I think.
Actually, I just misplayed my team this week.
Yeah.
Very badly.
Yeah, I'm sure we'll talk about that in a little bit. Why did you well, yeah, no, we'll wait.
There you go.
What's up, Clarky?
What's up, fellas? Josh, what's your step count at for the day as of right now?
Give me 1 second. I know it was over 12,000 a little while ago. Yeah, I'm over 13.
We needed to be over 16,000 by the end of this call.
Okay, all right.
Depending on how long this call is.
Okay.
I'm at about 21, so catch up, Josh.
21,000?
21 steps? Wow.
21.
Big moves, Nebraska.
Really? Can you prove that? I don't believe you.
I had a golf tournament.
Oh, okay. I believe you. Never mind.
Oh, how'd you play?
It was a 4-ball. Me and my buddy. We did not play very good. That's right.
So I should have been nice to you earlier.
No. I wasn't in a bad mood. It's all good. I don't like golf. Get me down.
All right. Well, we have a bit to get to today. We got our normal housekeeping stuff. Maybe we'll see if we have a surprise appearance or not on the show. Keep you interested. We'll see what happens. Anything, without going into full detail here, anything stand out from this last week of matchups, guys? Here's the scores from this last week. We can dive in if we want, but at the interest of not, peeling apart every single layer of things, what was kind of your key takeaways from this past week?
You're winning.
Yeah, you both had good weeks, and Dave came up a little short. But I think your team actually showed up finally, which was probably nice for you. And then I think Mitch is a kind of a dark horse this year.
Could be another championship running Mitch type squad.
His team showing up every week. I don't think it's going to, but he's showing up every week. At least he's not in Micah territory anymore.
Yeah. Somebody dropped something in your kitchen, Clark?
Yeah, Sarah's filling up a thing with ice, and it's rather loud. So we got to cool down somehow down here. It's 80 degrees inside right now.
Oh my!
The other thing I would say is Ryan's team is still looking very filthy.
Yeah, agreed.
Yeah, Ryan's team looks quite good. If we roll over to the standings right quick before we get into this, a number of 3-0 teams, 3-0 teams right now. A name change from Benjamin, but we got Ryan sitting on top of the pot, and then Natalie and Ben right behind him. So,
yeah.
Let me ask you guys this.
Wait, is that that's Kevin, isn't it?
Oh, Igbuka's Kevin. Sorry, not Ben. My fault, Laporta Potty. I just know Ben's been in love with Igbuka, so yeah, we'll see it. Let me ask you guys this, Maresca. Let me ask you this: do you think that any of the teams that are currently undefeated and/or in the top 3 will be in the championship, and/or do they really scare you, or is it just they're the ones that have gotten good matchups and hot starts?
I think Ryan's team definitely could be in the championship out of the top 3. I think Kevin's gotten pretty good matchups so far, obviously, if you look at his points forward, points against.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, like this week, I misplayed a bunch of players and lost by like 6. So it comes down to some matchups for him. I think Nat's team has looked really solid until this week. I mean, she got a great matchup didn't put up 100 points and got the win. So, I mean, that's fantasy, right? But I think our team is very solid too. So I think out of the top 3, if I'm going to pick a team to be in the championship right now, it's going to be Ryan's. But that depends on health for sure. So,
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
he had an injury this week. James Conner's out for the year.
yeah.
Lost Connor, right?
Yep.
Didn't he already have someone on injury? Or he's waiting on Rashi Rice still?
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, he's got to feel good. Actually, I was thinking about that earlier. Having somebody like Rice who's suspended right now, but like being 3-0, right? Like, just he's got depth and stuff. I know he's got Kamara on his bench. He has that luxury still.
Yeah.
And a pretty big points forward lead after 3 weeks.
Interesting. It's interesting to see, like, and I guess this is just normal in fantasy, but like the top 3 obviously have solid points for, but they also have some of the lowest points against so far. I think Ryan would have won most of his matchups anyway. And maybe similarly with Natalie, but they're, only 4 teams, 5 total teams that have less than 300 points scored against them. And their 3 are 3 of those teams.
Yeah.
So it's kind of how fantasy goes. Same thing with like David, right? David's points for are super high, but he's just gotten matched up against teams that are beating him every week, like mine this past week, unfortunately, or fortunately, depending on how you look at it. But
Yep. I feel like that's a yearly thing for David.
yeah,
Injury.
and everyone's, I guess, injuries are starting to pop up, right? Nothing huge across the board yet. Matt is getting kind of hit by injuries a little bit. I don't know if you guys saw the stuff about McLaurin today, but unsure what the longevity of that situation is. Hopefully he gets Fields back soon, but he's had a couple big ones.
What's going on with McLaurin?
It's like a quad/core injury. So
Yeah, they've been like
he's getting
I feel like there's not a consensus report out about it, but the people that like are in the in circles are saying it might be significant.
yeah. Good
Dave
for him.
sent me something
Dave.
earlier, so we'll see. To take care of some housekeeping, so we did Fab Picker Wheel last week. I won that because it was just names. That's right, housekeeping. And then in terms of are you better than a 2-timer, the answer is yes for one Mr. Chris Jones, first one of the year, to beat the 2-timers by more than 30 handily and claim $5 of Fab. So Jonesy beat us by, 50, 51, something like that. Cleaned up pretty well. Our squad, as you can see here on the left that we selected, was pretty terrible.
We did beat
maybe
Ben
put-
though.
We did beat Ben and we beat
And
Dan.
Dan.
That's the important thing.
We beat
No
Dan.
hinders
Dan,
beat us.
Dan,
So,
what
yeah,
a bad
Dan,
week.
what's
for Dan,
going on?
Right? Wow.
Bad
Jeez.
picks by Dan this week.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on there.
No, it's crazy. Those were the 2 giving us so much crap about us taking our time on picks too.
Yeah, that's right. Right.
They just suck.
That's right. I totally forgot about that. Dan was, I guess, took his sweet time submitting things this week, huh, Dan?
Losers.
Yeah. Well, to spare you all the pain of watching us sit here and click through all of them again, we did pre-select our squad this week. So coming into this week, we'll show you a little glimpse of what we've got going on. Here's how we allocated our funds, and here's what our team will look like barring any changes. So feel free to copy us, those that are below us, since you're probably worried about staying on touch with us. But
I feel
You
good
know.
about this roster.
yeah,
Dan,
I feel all right about it. There's
Dan
optimism.
first already? Wow.
There's always optimism beforehand. Dan, do you really think your fantasy team is so good that you don't need any fab the rest of the year? There's free fab up for grabs here. I think that's might not be interesting. We'll see. We'll need to ramp up the punishment variable perhaps, but yeah, there's our squad for this week, this weekly fantasy. Jonesy gets $5 from this past week because he beat us and beat us handily. So we'll see what happens next week. Could potentially beat us. I think we need some type of award for the winner on top of Fab, like you're better than a 2-timers sticker or pin or something like that. You beat us. I don't know.
I don't know. I don't feel like beating us 1 week is like that significant. Like this is a season-long thing, right?
Yeah, I'd agree. But beating us significantly, right, which is what earns you the fab. To lose $30 points.
That was luck.
Yeah, fair. Well, rolling right along into a few other, once again, housekeeping items. Let's just get rid of the picker wheel fab for this week. We're doing defensive categories. As Weggy loves to say, defense wins championships. So let's give defenses and special teams a little chance to shine. See what category you're playing for this week.
DST closest to 6.9.
Oh.
Oh.
All right. I guess that's would be an underperforming defense in our league right now, given the return yard situation. But if you need fab, there you go. How are you guys doing defensive strategy this year? Are you like, did you guys draft defenses and then just plug them in every week, or are you kind of? I know Josh, you're doing waiver situation a little bit.
Yeah, I taken the waiver approach this season, but I did invest some monies.
I just saw you pick up someone. I looked at fab this morning.
Yeah. Picked up San Francisco and the Browns. So,
Yeah, I'm going waiver wire, but New England had like 3 good matchups in the first 4 weeks, so I'm just riding them through this week. And I'm gonna figure it out after this one because I got Carolina this week.
Oh yeah, keep rolling with that.
Definitely hard. Like, there's not a lot of good defenses out there, just with how deep our league is. So
yeah, and like I feel like matchups. What is Denver still that good? Denver was pretty decent. Seattle seems like a very good defense right now.
Yeah.
Having just played them and they put up like 28 or 29 points.
Yeah.
I feel like there's only a couple of those in the league that you trust to play against good matchups too.
Right. I think the return, we've mentioned before the show, Clark, there's been a bunch of return touchdowns this year and stuff like that. And so I know that's definitely been helpful. I know Ben got, I think, a touchdown last week against me, his DST. So sure that's playing a factor.
What do you all think, fantasy aside, what do you think about the kickoff return rule in general in the NFL? You guys like it? Want it to stick around? Want it to change?
I have mixed feelings about it. I like that there's more returns happening, but I don't know.
I do not like. I don't understand why. I mean, I don't really understand why there's so many returns with the taking Negos to 35 now. I mean, I guess they're kicking it short of the end zone, and if you let it go and you recover, it's a touchdown. But
yeah,
it's interesting to me. Like, they're running it out of the end zone to get to like the 25, and I'm like, just take a knee. You're gonna be at the 35.
Why wouldn't you? 35 field position. Yeah,
that's the one thing. I don't know. I think every kickoff rule change takes a while to go into effect. I wish they would bring onside kicks back so you could start, because no one's recovering onside kicks anymore. It's kind of ridiculous, but yeah, I don't know. I think every rule change kind of takes a couple of years to kind of feel normal. So
yeah, either teams adjust to it or they maybe tweak the rule from time to time.
Yeah,
but it's certainly made our league more interesting, which I think is good.
Yeah, I agree.
Okay. I think technically the only thing we really have on the docket here is pick selection for this week. But before we hop into that, anything pressing, anything you guys want to talk about, fantasy football or otherwise, while we have the time?
I was pulling for Micah pretty hard this week to beat Dan. It's a bummer. It's a bummer that Dan pulled that one off, but
Micah's team is trash.
I don't know.
You think Derrick Henry is
Derrick
officially
Henry's trash?
Yeah.
He has he's for some reason not effective. Like getting these 1 yard touchdowns and 1 yard.
He got stuffed three plays in a row Sunday night or Monday night, right?
He needs momentum to get going, and then he becomes the monster truck, and it's just like you can't stop him at that point. But he's not like explosive right when he touches the ball. So defenses get to him and need to.
All right, we'll do a breakdown of Dan's matchup this week. How about that? To be fair, it is interesting that this week wasn't rivalry week, given the number of brotherly and familial matchups that were on the docket. Here you go, guys.
And if we look at Dan's team, it kind of sucks, except Jonathan Taylor.
That was a really good pick on his part, to be honest. I feel like, didn't he get him for like low 40s or something?
Jonathan Taylor was very cheap in our draft comparatively to other premier running backs.
And he's probably going to finish as the RB1 this year at this rate.
If he stays
Barring
healthy.
injury. Yeah. James Cook looks pretty filthy too. James Cook and JT are like, yeah.
Yeah.
Did he draft Juwan or did he pick up Juwan?
He picked him up off the waiver wire.
Yeah, I mean, Mike had a chance, right? But he needed Henry to have a bigger week than Goff, bigger night.
Goff only had 14 points. I guess they had a ton of rushing touchdowns in that game, didn't they? They had 4 rushing touchdowns or something like that. But I would have thought Goff played better than that. I guess not. Yeah, Dan, how do you feel about your team? You feeling championship poised here at 2-1, or you just feel like you're limping by on like JT and others blowing up week to week, or Aubrey for that matter?
Can't feel good about Chase right now.
Mm-mm. Is how long is Burrow out for? Years?
The year. They're saying 3 months, but it's going to be the year. Too many good players, right?
If you guys had to rank where you think Dan and Micah's teams, maybe not Micah because it might be an obvious answer, where you think they're going to end up by the end of the year, what would you say right now?
I mean, Micah's team would be at the bottom.
Do you think if you were given both these two teams and you could choose one or the other, you would take Dan's team for the rest of the year right now?
Yeah.
If you were what? Given both these teams?
Yeah, you could have one of these two teams for the rest of the year.
Yeah, obviously taking Dan's team.
Yeah.
But I would say we know where Mike is going to finish, but I think Dan finished 8th or 9th place. That's my guess.
I don't agree with that.
That's my guess.
I think I would say middle to like.
That's middle. We have 14 teams.
Worth pointing out that Jaden's been hurt, right? He'll come back.
Yeah. He's got Godwin coming back too. It'll probably be Judkins, yeah. So he has some depth.
We'll give him 7th place. He'll sneak into the playoffs.
I'm thinking like 4th or 5th.
I think Dan is going to sneak into the playoffs, if anything. That's my guess as of right now.
Yeah.
I think there's too many deep teams, which I guess we're kind of doing roundabout recaps here, but I actually think Natalie's team is pretty solid throughout at the moment, to be honest with you. A lot of like injury question marks popping up here and there. That's a fair question from David. But I think Natalie at 3-0 has a pretty decent-ish squad. Like, this isn't going to happen every week, but like, look how many points are on her bench.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yep. Definitely a strong start.
And then, well, I guess while we're in the mood for recaps, Maresca, you had a chance, didn't you? Coming into the Sunday and Monday nights.
Don't look at my bench, please. It hurts.
Oh, that's right. You had what, Thornton or something like that?
No, I had Tucker and Scatabo.
Oh my goodness! Would you have actually started Trey Tucker?
Yeah, because I was gonna put him. I didn't check my lineup in time for Worthy, and the game started, and Worthy was still in my lineup. So then I went and picked up Remigio to replace him, and I had dropped Thornton earlier in the week, and Thornton had a big game, and then Scatabo had a big game. So I wouldn't have started Scatabo. I would have started Tucker for sure.
would have changed your game, right? You would have ended up.
I would have 137 points.
Would have stomped Kevin.
He really didn't have his wide receivers let him down like crazy. He left Devonta Smith and Buka on the bench.
And the sad part is like Remigio looks good the week before, and he looks pretty solid. Like all my family's Kansas City fans, right? So they're really high on him. But
when's Rice come back?
I don't. Week seven, I think, and then Worley should be playing this week though. So
yeah, man, they need something. The Chiefs don't look great, but they do have a plethora of receivers. Go ahead, Josh.
I said Kelsey's been a little bit of a disappointment.
Yeah.
Tight ends in general have been tough this year, though. I guess that's kind of true every season. But has any tight end really been like that consistently stand out? Like Bowers has been very mediocre. I know he's hurt, but he had a good week one, and then he's kind of been like average ever since. I guess that might be the Raiders for you too. But yeah. Yep, another brotherly matchup. This was a very good one. David and I were going back and forth all day Sunday. He got what he needed out of Arizona, his little Murray and McBride combo in Seattle, obviously putting up a ton of points, and then
finally got TD, a little stack TD there.
Yes. He needed more from Murray and McBride though.
They had opportunities. I don't know if you guys watched that game, but it was Butterfinger Central from the Cardinals receiving core most of that game. Marvin Harrison dropped like an 80-yard pass that he probably would run in for an touchdown.
Yeah,
I think Dortch also dropped some easy like crossing route that was going to be like a 30-yard catch or something like that. So they had opportunities. It was not great.
What are your guys' thoughts on Genty so far?
Josh, I'll let you go here. I haven't watched a ton of the Raiders, honestly.
I feel like it's hard to say still. I feel like he's getting hit behind the line of scrimmage pretty quick. So a little bit of offensive line woes. And on top of that, like he's a rookie. Sometimes it takes some rookies like a little bit to get going. Game script as well, I would say. I feel like most of the Raiders games so far, I feel like they've had to kind of like come back, so they're throwing a lot. So I don't know. It's easy to rush to judgment. There's already people basically kind of being like hinting he's kind of like a draft bust, but it's like,
yeah, you got to give him some time.
It's in 3 games. Yeah.
Remember how Bijan looked after like 4 games with Arthur Smith? It was like They showed flashes of when he was in the game. He was insane, and he just wasn't used. And then he got hit a bunch. So,
yeah. Yep.
Oh yeah, Tom's not calling out the right plays for Genty back there. Not influencing whatever his 6% is.
But if you look on the other side, like you got to be pretty happy with your rookie. He's looked pretty solid.
Wait, which rookie? Amari Hampton? Sorry. Yeah. Najee Harris going down is like one of the things you hate to see, but I'm not upset the fact that it's just his backfield now. I was expecting the Chargers to be a very run-heavy team, and as Josh could probably attest to with Ladd's numbers and Keenan's numbers over with Ryan's squad, like they've been throwing the ball like crazy. It's like Justin Herbert sling stations over there.
Yeah, but
I don't want to talk about Ladd and Conklin.
Ladd's not
been
a great year so far, but it's Justin Herbert is Harbaugh's boy.
Yeah.
He's gonna let him do what he wants.
I've been very, very happy with JSN this year. He's got to be a top 10 wide receiver right now would be my guess. And then Monty having a big game, obviously, when I needed him to, which was very nice.
Did you see his interview on St. Brown's podcast?
No, what do you say?
They're like, if Baltimore had no timeouts, would you have gone down before the goal line? And Montgomery was like, no way. I only got 12 touches all game. I was going through that. I was going to the end zone no matter what.
Oh man.
He looked good. He looked fast. Like
yeah, he's good. They have a good 1-2
I think
punch.
I think he was dealing with some injuries last year at the end of the year, but I
Yeah,
don't
well,
know.
he had the one big one that he was
Yeah.
out for like what 5-6 weeks, and then came back to the playoffs.
He looked fresh.
It's
Like,
crazy. It's been like what 3 years now. Like you can start both these running backs and get very good games. Both of them. Like we both had over 20 points from our two backs.
Yep, it is, Dave. Like I'd still say from a fantasy perspective, it's like 1A,
Fanny?
1B, but
Fanny?
like a fanny perspective. Well, fanny perspective, I think it's David Montgomery wins every day, but from a fantasy
You,
perspective,
you studied that closely?
I mean, he's a thicker boy than Gibbs is. Let's just put it that way. There's no doubts there.
No, it's definitely a 1A, 1B, but it's still a 1B, you know?
But well, I was going to say Gibbs is still out touching him, like almost doubling his Montgomery's touches. Montgomery gets almost like exactly 12 carries or somewhere thereabouts every game. I think Gibbs had like 20 something touches this last game. David and I were texting about this.
But Gibbs
But-
also gets all the passing for the most part.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
Montgomery will get a catch or two, but like Gibbs is in there for all the pass plays for the most part.
Yeah. Gibbs is the primary back. I just think it's crazy that that it works so well for Detroit, both in real football sense and in the fantasy sense for both the. It's got to be the best backfield in the league, right?
I would say so.
In terms of 1-2.
Yeah. Yeah. And you finally got
But-
some points from your boy Allen. Finally showed up with a big game.
That's right. Didn't go off for like 40 like he did the first week, but it was a good win. Through about like the first quarter of the Detroit game, it looked like David and I's game was going to come down to like a close. Does Montgomery get a touchdown later in the game or not? And then, thankfully for me, he kind of sealed the deal. In the second quarter there, and then
What's your bench
it
look
was all
like,
gravy.
Clark?
It's looked better. That's all I'll say.
Like, do you have anyone that can replace Coleman? No, you don't. Okay.
No. Well, Cedric Tillman's actually been pretty decent. This was kind of a bad week, obviously. And I've been moving guys around like crazy, dropping and moving people a lot. So
What is
love Jaden Reed to not be
Jaden's supposed to
broken.
Come back before the end of the year, though. I think so. That's what they're saying.
I had my Tank Bigsby pickup was a potential Eagles return yard situation, and then DJ Giddens was if JT gets hit because he's the rookie that they really like. But who knows?
What do you think? David starts Daniel Jones.
Pulling his
This
straws.
Did he start him this week?
yeah.
Over Kyler. What are their matchups? Who's Indiana Jones playing? The Rams
You got to start Indiana Jones at this point.
over against Seattle. That's a
think
tough one,
Dave-
Dave. What are you thinking?
Dave told me that he's benching Kyler to teach him a lesson. Feels like Kyler is just not playing up to his potential.
We're behind on the comments here.
What's the out touching Fanny joke for us, Dan?
Yeah, Dan's got a couple things locked and loaded. It sounds like.
I want to hear the joke. This is a PG-13. You can say it.
Josh, you had your matchup with Ben. Was it close at all?
No.
When was it decided?
It was decided Sunday.
Yeah.
Yeah, so he went into Monday night with Laporta, and I think he won by like 15, 20 or whatever. But it wasn't really close at all. So,
Yeah, they won by 10.
yeah,
Calvin really sucked this year.
I think all my receivers have sucked this year.
It's not Calvin really. It's Cam Ward, but
Yeah,
he's a rookie too. Give him some time.
yep.
Are you gonna start starting Waddle now, or
No,
he looked pretty good on Thursday?
no. I'm so with the James Conner injury, Trey Benson
Yes.
cracks my
Oh, sure.
lineup.
Nice.
And then I'm gonna keep riding it out with Ladd and Brian Thomas.
Nice.
Yep.
How's Brian Thomas been doing? I haven't tracked him I haven't watched any Jacksonville games. I don't think.
It's not been a great year, bud.
Uh-oh.
He has
He had-
25 targets, and he has 7 catches.
Did he just drop the ball? Oh, I did see that. He dropped a ball last week, I think, on the 3-yard line. He would have just been able to catch it and fall into the end zone, I think.
It's turned into a combination of Trevor Lawrence issues, and now it's also Brian Thomas issues. It's not great vibes. So hopefully it'll turn around.
Well, the great keeper value for you there regardless, right? They were both super cheap. It's just a matter of them actually coming through now.
Yeah, we'll see.
Well, as we get ready for this upcoming week, let's hop into our picks here. Maresco, we'll let you go first. Starting us off is Natalie versus Mitch. A little undefeated second place team versus a potential another playoff or championship running Mitchell Thorson led squad.
I'm going to go Natalia.
I'm also going Natalie, provided that hopefully all those Qs do not turn into outs in her starting receiver core.
Yeah, that's true. And Jacob. I don't think Jacobs is serious, though.
Keeping it Ridley. Exactly. I'll go Mitch, actually, this week. I think he's going to somehow sneak a win out of here.
A little battle of the Christophers here. I'll go
Mitch,
first
Josh?
on this one. Yeah, he said Mitch.
Yep.
Nope.
Let me ask you this. Let me go straight to the source. Let's interview the coach here. Maresco, how confident are you feeling in your squad this week?
I'm actually feeling quite good at my team right now. I think Trey Tucker was a sneaky pickup the first week off the waivers. I honestly picked him up. I saw he was a second wideout, but he also had a ton of kickoffs returns at first. So I think Zay's going to have a bounce back game. And I think Detroit's going to – the Cleveland's D is actually pretty good, but I think Detroit will – they look so good right now. So I don't know. I think I'm confident in my team.
You think that Detroit will be able to break through Cleveland in the way that the Packers were not?
I do.
Okay. Take your word for it because I've got Montgomery, so I'm hoping that they do. I'll go Maresco here.
Maresco.
I'm also going myself.
Dan versus Weggy. Josh, this goes to you first. Is Jaden back? Is he actually back?
GBD. Did he practice today?
Limited practice.
Limited
No
today.
pain. No pain in his knee.
I feel like if he's practicing in a limited fashion, he's probably going to play.
I feel like he almost played last week.
Yeah. I really Dan's receiver situation is a little precarious.
Yeah, I'd agree with that.
I'm gonna go. I gotta go with Kevin.
I'm also going Kevin.
I'm also going Weggy. Sorry, Dan. I don't like Jamar Chase against Denver. I don't really like New Orleans against Buffalo. So we'll see. Also curious that Dan's starting the Buffalo defense with 2 New Orleans offensive players. So he's kind of hedging against himself there a little bit.
He's also starting Dyke.
Oh, is he really? He makes the appearance, the star waiver wire edition. Ben versus Matt. A game of old friends. Maresco, I think this is you first.
This goes to me first. Can you show me Matt's bench? Is he really starting Blake? Is he at that point?
Yeah, I think so. He lost Aaron Jones.
Matt's been kind of, yeah. He's got some injury problems.
I like Gibson though. Gets returned and stuff. Go back up, please.
Mhm.
I am gonna go Ben. I really wanted to pick Matt, but I gotta go Ben.
I'm assuming this comment's a little late, but I'm assuming Dan was just referring to his squad. So we'll let that one sit there for a second.
Mhm.
I'm also going to go Ben.
I will go. I'll go with Ben.
Man, we are.
All right, you got a couple matchups left. Do we even need to spend time here? It's Ryan.
Brian.
If Micah pulls this off, okay, look at this. First off, Ryan is projected to win by 12 points without a kicker in right now. If Micah somehow wins this game, I'm not saying we void his punishment from last year, but I feel like he's earned some form of reward. I don't know what. Maybe we'll just throw him Fab.
Give him 5 Fab.
Yeah.
That I'll never use.
Ben.
Ben shows up.
All right, we all went Ryan. We got a couple games left here to pick. Let's do a little Commish versus Josh action. The Commish, who has put up a lot of points but is 0-3, versus Josh's limping squad with butterfingered receivers, it seems, over there.
Yeah.
Is this me
Mhm.
first? I'm going David. Sorry, Joshy.
That's all right.
I'm also doing David. Sorry, Joshy.
What? Why are you guys being so nice and apologizing? I don't want your apologies.
I
Take your
want everyone
apologies
to be a
back.
winner, Josh.
Take your shit apologies back. I'm going with myself.
All right. Enjoy. And then the last matchup of the week, we got my squad versus Hannah.
What the hell is going on with him?
Whoa. Oh, boy.
She has CD and Mike.
Oh, my gosh. She lost CD and Mike this week. Holy
Yep.
shit.
It's unlucky.
Who she got on her bench? Anyone?
I do think she actually has some people she can plug in, but no one that's going to consider. Like Kittle's still out.
Jeez.
Holy
She's
shit.
going to be relying on what, like Higgins and Shakir to get some random plays, unless she picks someone off of waivers.
Wow.
Whoa. Ouch.
That's
I mean, is it me? I think it's me, yeah. I'm going to go Clark. Man, I feel Hannah here.
I'm gonna go Clark as well. Sorry, Hannah.
Yeah. I'm also going to go myself. I feel for Hannah here, and if she somehow pulls out the win, then yeah, I'll be quite upset with my team. I think something will be very wrong.
Yeah, that would be a big upset as well. Man, that sucks. I didn't realize she lost CD and Mike.
Well, and I realized Pearsall didn't practice today either.
He didn't at all?
No.
Yeah, he got hurt too in the game.
Oh my goodness.
Wow.
That's brutal.
That is brutal.
Got to find some kick
Well-
returners, Hannah.
I think at this point might have to.
Dobbs is on the waiver wires.
I was going to say there's definitely players you can pick up and play. They're kind of swings for the fences, but they're not, unplayable, I would say.
All right, I'll get our picks together for the season before next episode.
Let's start. We can restart up the Google Forms thing.
Yeah, we can do
Which
that.
I think you can have credentials to log into, Chris, but I'll send them to you if not. And that way we can disseminate to everyone.
You say
You guys make
inseminate?
disseminate, distribute, not inseminate.
Why did
Good
you
to know
say
where
dis-
you're.
why did
Where
you just say
you're
distribute?
good to see where your brain's at, there, Josh.
No, I mean that just sounded like you said something.
Yeah, it's Chris. You can inseminate the league with the weekly picks. You guys make Survivor picks yet?
I did.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm trying to
my
stay on top of it.
This is my first risky pick of the year.
Or
You
you're
want
going
to-
a little care to share, or are you?
I
keeping
didn't want to
close
pick
your
like
chest?
the teams that are playing like New Orleans, Carolina, and all that. It's like, well, I'm picking who's playing Carolina, but like Buffalo has a good matchup, Detroit has a good matchup. I just don't want to pick them yet.
Yeah.
Yeah, save the teams.
Yeah.
Worth noting that both Natalie and Weggy have 2 strikes.
Yeah, Green Bay kind of screwed a bunch of people this week, huh?
Josh, are you sharing who you're picking?
Who did I pick this week?
This is the farthest I've made it without a strike, I think, guys, in like 5 years.
Wow.
Clark and I went like super far, I feel like, last year.
Yeah, you and I were the last 2 standing. I think I beat you because you like took Tennessee randomly on like a conversation with the 3 of us here. And you were feeling all amped up about it, and you went with Tennessee, and it was a mistake.
Oh, yeah, I'm picking Denver this week. Denver over Cincinnati.
This is an interesting week.
Who'd you go with, Clark?
I think I'm going to take the Seahawks.
Yeah, it's a good pick.
I already used both of those teams you just mentioned, so.
I have used Washington, Dallas, and Tampa Bay so far.
Did you pick Dallas the week they won?
Yeah, I picked Dallas the week that they got
Barely
Good move.
they kicked in overtime. I was rooting, to be fair, I was not rooting for Dallas in that game. I was rooting for the Giants, but I'm glad Dallas won.
Yeah. Nice.
But Dallas does not look great.
Yeah, how do you feel about that with Dak over there? I thought he was going to have a bit of a resurgence here.
Yeah, I mean, with CD going down, they also lost 2 offensive linemen, I believe. So it's kind of where I decided I was going to go with Geno this week.
What lies? Where am I lying? How am I lying? On that note, we can wrap it up for this week, fellas. Unless you got anything pressing to say.
Hey, Maresca, check your phone.
Check my phone. Okay, hold on. Please
I
hold.
was definitely rooting for the Giants. I honestly had forgotten that I chose Dallas,
What'd you,
but I'll take
I
it.
don't see
I'll
anything on
take
my
it.
phone.
I made you trade off.
Oh, I don't have alerts on my thing.
A
on,
realistic
please.
trade offer.
Wait.
A trade offer.
Please hold. We might have a first fantasy trade of the season.
Okay, 1 second.
Decline.
Give it a second.
It's rejected.
Just ponder the trade.
You weren't even here for it, man. Like, you showed up 40 minutes into the show.
Ooh. Oh,
Do you think Ben showed up late just to miss the daily fantasy, not realizing we weren't doing daily fantasy? He offered me Brian Robinson Jr. for Trey Tucker. That was the offer.
That's an interesting offer.
That's a hard pass.
How funny would it be? How funny would it be, Maresco, if you accept that trade and CMC gets hurt for the season this week?
I still think I don't think Brian takes over. Hey, Ben, we don't use that word anymore. It's offensive.
What word did he use? Oh.
Whoa, take that off!
Over here. Oh.
We might get taken off of YouTube. Sorry.
We apologize. You know.
I'm sorry to assume that you weren't here. We just usually have some more interactions from you. So, thank you for showing up on time, Ben. We appreciate our viewers.
That we
We
do.
do.
Mark,
The
how do you
viewers
feel
are
about- Go ahead, Maresca.
the viewers are what makes us who we are.
Wow. Look at a douchebag.
That's fine. That's better. I'll accept that one.
Man, we need to get some trades going in the league. We need something. Trade corner and the trade corner music is pretty.
I'm
solid.
trying to think of a good one to offer Jonesy here. So we'll see what I
I
can
think
come up
trades are going to be.
with. They'll be going.
I don't know. Maybe later in the year, but I
They usually pick up like midway
quiet.
through the year.
Yeah,
Last year we had a bunch in the early though. Well,
yeah, we did.
David gave Micah like a 6-for-1 trade or something, but
Oh yeah, the CD trade didn't really work out for Dave, unfortunately.
yeah.
Has CD Lamb really like? I mean, he had what? That his first year or his second year super productive season, and then he's kind of been disappointing and or hurt a little bit, honestly.
Well, Dak got hurt last year. I feel like it wasn't even the halfway point in the season. He like tore his hamstring or something. So that doesn't help. But yeah, I don't know. Yeah. CD's been interesting. Dallas is interesting.
NFC East. We'll see what happens.
Yep.
Alrighty.
We'll see
On
you
that
guys
note,
next
everyone.
week.
Wrong one.
Yeah, how many steps, Josh? 16,000, Josh?
Oh yeah. Steps update, please.
Come again?
How many steps?
Oh, 15,000.
We said
Ride,
16 by the end of this show.
We did say 16. We got 1,000 more.
Ride, Mike.
Yeah. Wrong song. Not enough steps. Lies.